everyone, Krystal Sparks here, and welcome to my greenhouse and my new series where I talk to you about all my favorite plants and how I love and take care of them. New series is called, let me know what you think, it's called Naughty by Nature. Get it? Naughty by Nature. Anyways, I really hope you tune in and welcome to my greenhouse and my new series, Naughty by Nature. Okay, so we are going to start in this corner. I know it looks like crap. I'm a very busy lady, so yeah, this is like a tall water thingy. It's very self-explanatory. We'll get that out of the way. So these mostly are not this one or that one. These mostly are alocasias. And if you know anything about plants, you know that alocasias, number one, they're a strange plant. They're kind of cool in a lot of ways. Like this one right here. This is an alocasia, and she's been neglected. This whole corner has something wrong with them, and I'll explain. This one doesn't look like it has spider mites, but she just probably hasn't been watered in too long. So, but the cool thing about alocasias is what I was going to say is, let's see if we can show right here. Sort of. This is a tiny one, but it's a bulb for the alocasia, and as long as it doesn't shrivel up and die or rot from too much water, it'll grow back. So it's pretty cool. So it's not dead, even though you think it might be dead. It's not dead. So I'll trim this up and give her some water, and she'll be happy and grow like crazy if I don't neglect her again. But this one right here, I know this one's not dead. It actually is growing a new leaf as we speak. But a lot of alocasias, a lot of people only have like 1 or 2 leaves on their plant because it uses a lot of energy to grow the new leaves. So if it doesn't have the nutrients it needs, or the food or water, whatever, then it will kill off a leaf. So the new one has the energy it needs to grow. This one is growing a new leaf, but I mean, she doesn't need water. I just probably went too long not watering her. And then this one also, I believe, had spider mites, which spider mites love alocasias. And so that's why all of these alocasias are over here in the corner instead of in the house, because I need to treat them and make sure they don't have spider mites before I take them back inside the house with me. So yeah, I just figured we could start off strong with the bitchy, finicky alocasia and get caught up with these, get them cleaned up. Some of these over here are not alocasias, and I'm just running out of space. Like this is a fuzzy petiole philodendron. I love it because it's fuzzy. But she just likes it right there. That one needs love too. Everything in here needs love. But also, cool thing about having a greenhouse is, even if I can't get to them as often as I would like, I have a sprinkler system in here, of course, to keep the humidity at a certain level, which you need. And I think we keep this one at 70% humidity. Yes, 70% humidity. That's humid. Very moist. Right now we have it turned off, obviously, so I don't get wet in here. I like to do that in my bedroom. Anywho, so I'm going to trim them up and water them and wipe them down. The ones that do, probably the ones that don't still have spider mites, wipe their leaves down. That's important for many reasons. Pests. And in order for your plant to photosynthesize, you know, that thing we all learned in 6th grade about plants. Well, I shouldn't say all, most, I assume. If their leaves are dirty and dusty, they can't get the light they need through to do what they need to do to live and thrive and be happy. So yeah. Anywho, let's see. Should have brought it back out here. This one, since it's growing a new leaf, and I see that it's growing a new leaf, I'm gonna feel up the stem and feel where that, or where the new one is growing and where it stops. And I'll just go up a little further to give it some space and chop it. Since this one had spider mites, it's probably good that that leaf died anyways, because I needed to do that. And now I'm going to get one of these wipes that are specifically made for this. I am not sponsored, but I will tell you they are pretty cool. You can probably make them at home yourself. But they're plant cleaning wipes. And they have things like neem oil on them, which, you know, the bugs don't like. That's quite interesting. Oh, purified water, glycerin, neem, cinnamon extract. Seems pretty simple. So, I'm just going to take this and wipe it all down. And I'm probably going to have to do this a few times before I can move it anywhere else, because I want to make sure there's no more of those. The spider might suck the juices out of the plant, and it kills it that way. I kind of like it. Never mind. This leaf right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and chop on our way out, and I believe that one had spider mites too. So again, awesome thing about the alocasia is if the bulb is alive and healthy, it will still grow, which is something I guess a lot of people don't know, or maybe they get more alocasias. Everyone's just afraid they're gonna murder them, which we don't want, but it happens. It happens. We don't mean for it to, but it does. This one seriously needs water. And I should probably put a support on this one too. I think I have some in the drawer right over there. The little clippies. That one. I have an extra one somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna put her over here. And kind of the cool thing about these too, well, really, most plants, I think, all plants, I would assume, they are like little satellites and move with the sun. I think that's just so cool. I love it when people do like time-lapse videos, you know? And they do time-lapse videos and you can see the plant actually moving. Okay. This one, oh gosh, I just know. I'm gonna just clean her up real quick. I know this one has spider mites. Whoopsies. Might make it to the trash. And she's growing all funny anyways. All her new leaves are coming in, but all her old leaves have spider mites. Ew. We're gonna get rid of them. Kind of looks like a funny bouquet. See that right there? That is what spider mites will do to your plants. No bueno, ladies and gents. Sucks the life right out of them. And how you can tell if you have spider mites on your plants, which is also a really important thing, I guess. spider mites, the reason they're called spider mites, they're little tiny mites. So I guess they look like spiders under a microscope. But spider mites on your plants, right here where your leaf goes in, or whatever on your plant, you can look in the light and you'll see like they'll look like cobwebs, or it's webs. It'll be a web that you'll be able to see and wipe off. And they're so small, they are microscopic. You can't really see them unless you get them on a white cloth and you pretty much see like a little black dot. I don't see any here, but we're gonna go ahead and just chop this one. She is growing new leaves though, so she is happy, which is interesting. But one of the cool things I was saying earlier, my ADHD gets in my way, so I'm not sure if I finished. Being in the greenhouse, even if I can't get to them as often as I should or want to, they'll suck. Actually, maybe I did say that. Did I say that? They'll suck the moisture out of the air, so they can go longer periods of time without being watered by me. So yeah, it really helps plants being in a greenhouse. And when you're wiping the leaves down, you just want to make sure you get inside all the crevices. Get your mind out of the gutter, you dirty bird. Okay. See how this, oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh, I don't want to break her. She's pretty strong and healthy, but just look how, this is an Alocasia caprea. Isn't she beautiful? She's so beautiful. Look at the back of you, girl. The back is like very burgundy. Just deep burgundy. This is the new baby leaf right here. Oh my gosh. Can you see? It excites me so. You don't really want to wipe the new leaves with the neem oil because I have a hangnail. They're very, delicate, sensitive. So, but you can wipe the stem down. But usually the spider mites like the back. Now, if you have something like, there are some plants that bugs aren't attracted to much at all. But if you have something like a pothos, spider mites don't like those. What likes those are, oh my gosh, what are they called? Mealy bugs. Those are like little fuzzy white, like kind of like worm things, but they're very small. Oh man, but those, once those get on your pothos at home, I don't know how, but they tend to really spread very easily. So I gave up and just threw them all away. I tried and I tried and I tried. It didn't work out. So, again, I'm a busy woman. I'm a real life MILF, as somebody once told me. Okay. Now she is all the way down, and see, I kind of keep moving, folding over the thingy, because you don't wipe it. You know how it goes. Nasty. It's nasty. Okay. So we did this one and this one, and this one needs attention still, and plastic thingy. Hardly on. I'll be right back momentarily. Okay, turns the rod. This should work here. Okay. It's important. Same for humans as it is for plants. Support. We all need it. Yes, we do. And I don't have any extra clippies, it doesn't look like. And we don't have any extra clippies. So I'm going to use this Velcro stuff. Plant Velcro works very well, just the same. You don't want to do it too tight, of course. Too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, as we all know. So we just want to give her a little support there, just a little. Let's see if it stays. Let's see. Let's do that. Perfect. Let's wipe her down. These poor babies, they have really hung in there for me. Ooh, it's interesting. I wonder what that is. Putting off some green poo or something. Okay, now water. And I try really hard. These down here are all, just pots for cups, if you're wondering. This is a pretty cool one, but this is a type of variegated philodendron. Syngonium, I'm sorry. Variegated syngonium. Pretty cool. I have been trying for 2 years to grow this plant. She's given me a difficult time, but she's growing another. I probably need to try something else, but she's in Philodendron stratum, which is a type of plant medium. Most people use it in fish tanks, but it's really high in minerals and all the good, yummy stuff that plants love. So if they're having a difficult time, a lot of times I will put them in Philodendron stratum, which is just a bunch of little black beads, and they love it, and it helps them grow. So it helps them grow roots, a healthy root system, which is important when they're, growing. Duh. I just took the thing right off there. Okay, easy fix. There we are. Okay, so now we have this, and since, first, let's water. All right, let's give this thirsty girl some water while she can water the plants underneath her. Recycle, bitch. Recycle. We need some water. You need some water. You get some water. You get some water. You get some water. Everybody get some water. Water is life. Right. Water and something else. Okay, we'll just water all of them while we're at it. Okay. So, as I was saying, water. I don't know if you can notice, but I have plants all over surrounding me. And I watered most of them not too long ago, but I think it was mostly that side. I don't know if you can see me over here. Yeah, you can. This is kind of, I don't know what this area is. I need to do something with this. It's kind of like my plants that are kind of dead, except for these two. These are just spider plants, these two. But they're either kind of dead or they're dormant because I haven't done anything with them, and like I said, a lot of them can still they'll come back to life if you can get it to grow a root. And that's why I love it, because it's so cool. this is a great example right here. Here we are. We got a wiener. We got a wiener. We got a wiener. We got a wiener. Boom. Horrible, horrible, horrible. This. Spider mites. Look, can you see that? Can you see, if you zoom in, can you see the cobweb, the web on there in between on the top? Do you see it? Maybe if I move it. Do you see it? The webbing here? Man, well, if you can't see it, you can't see it. But if you could see it, there's a thick, like, white webbing right there. The spider mites on this are so bad. This is spider mite corner. Don't judge me. You can see the spider mites on this. They're so thick on there. If you zoom in and you see, like, it looks like dust on the leaf. That's not dust. That's spider mites. We don't like them because they kill the plant. But these plants are like really being so resilient. Probably because they're in their like natural atmosphere or habitat with the high humidity and all of that. So I'm sure it helps out a lot. Okay, we're gonna move some of these around here because we did those. Didn't wipe down that one. Did wipe down that one. This one. Yeah. We don't want them to touch. If I wiped them down, we know how that goes. if I wiped them down, we don't want them to touch any other plant because then they could get spider mites on them. I have to clean them. But also these wipes are supposed to really help prevent that. Because again, they don't like the neem oil and cinnamon. So it's repellent, obviously. That's why we want to wipe all that down. And I don't know if you remembered. Oh, the bulb. I called it a bulb earlier. I don't know why I called it a bulb. Alocasias don't have bulbs. They have corms. They're called corms. C-O-R-M-S. I lost my mind there for a minute. And every single plant person, or every single person who follows me or loves me or whatever, no matter what I do, I appreciate you. So I'm just going to clean this one up. This is another alocasia.
Hey, wrap it up. I'm running out of space.
Let's see here. The smallest amount that is possible should be left on the plant when you're trimming them, because bugs like dead plant matter, and we don't want bugs. So, just going to, whoopsies, I just broke that poor leaf, I think. Did I? That's weird, I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Cracked her bones. I don't think this one had spider mites, but I'm just going to wipe it down just in case, because it's right there with all of them. This one actually looks like she's pretty good on the other leaves. I don't see any signs of spider mites, so I'm just going to wipe her down really quick. All down the back side and the stem. Very important. And This one looks good too. They're good to go and happy. And there's a little baby one here. Let's make sure this one isn't showing signs. Nope. She's good and healthy. Perfect. Let's face them all in the right direction. Oh, this one's another cool one. This one is another philodendron. Brand new leaf. Very healthy, very happy since I put her in the greenhouse. This was inside. And this is since I've put her in the greenhouse. And look, that aerial root there. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. She seems to like to face this side. See, and this is the last leaf she had inside, and it got too close to the light, so it burned. But philodendrons are really, really good plants. We can talk about that one in the next episode. They're very hardy, very easy. Bugs don't seem to be a problem with them. I also have this really tall alocasia up here. It doesn't look like there's any signs of spider mites, but we'll just give her a little wipe down. These are super bleh, I can't talk all of a sudden. No. Super cool. Really quick, last thing. This is Alocasia Jacqueline. If anybody knows, this one needs some serious loving and attention. Don't look at her. Alocasia Jacqueline. Come here. This was a baby. You just saw me chop off the last of its mommy, daddy, whatever, because spider mites. But this one is the baby two of the babies that I took and I saved, the corms. And now we're growing up. But look, isn't it so cool? It looks like alligator skin, and it feels like it too. It's so rough, like the texture, it's crazy. That's called Alocasia Jacqueline. And all of these naturally come from rainforests and stuff, and a lot of them, some of them that I have, you can't even get them in the wild. You can't get them in nature anymore because of poachers, sadly, taking all of them and selling them for a lot of money. But yeah, let's not do that. So thank you for joining me on my first episode. I guess we mainly cleaned up and talked about alocasia, so now you know one more thing you didn't. I hope you enjoyed, and next time we can talk about philodendrons. Yay! Good night, everyone.